What's up, guys? Welcome back to Subnautica, where I actually found our old home. I was swimming around at night doing a bit of scavenging, and I came up over here and I thought, this section looks familiar. I think this is where we built our house before. I remember this little archway over here, and the fact that this coral tube stuck out. And sure enough, this is where I pushed the pod. We actually spawned a little bit further out that way, and I pushed the pod all the way over here. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of know where we are now, roughly. I don't really know where we are. Everything I knew about this map was in relation to this spot right here. I know that way we have the, I call them the Crimson Flats. I think they're called like the Crimson Kelp Forest or something like that. But the Crimson area was over there, and then past that we had like the Salt Flats kind of out that way, and then past that we had the, I believe it was called the Grand Reef, if I'm not mistaken. And then that really weird like ghost kelp forest was down in a cave. Yeah, we're not going to come all the way over here. We're going to stay where we are. I just want to show you guys this section, and also something that I thought was really neat. My inventory is completely full right now of stuff, basically. But there was, down here, there was a little fragment, and I had actually found the 5th piece that we needed for the sea moth. But I figured, hey, if it's over here, I'm going to do something with it. So I used the scanner on it, and when I scanned it, it actually despawned and dropped some titanium. So be sure to scan those fragments to not only clear them off your map, but apparently you'll also get some resources from them, which I thought was pretty neat. But yeah, we're going to head back to our base, or not our base, our pod, and then we're going to see if we have enough materials to actually just build a little single room type area, I guess, as well as getting the airlock on it, possibly a platform if we need it. Hopefully we have enough resources to do that. I went ahead and built the welder, and I also scanned a few more things, including one of the stalkers. So I got a little cheeky with one. Can I scan you? Gasopod. Oh, I ran into something. Please don't get mad at me, friend. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to learn about you. Everyone tells me to hug you, but I don't want to hug you. Alright, so we'll go back up in the pod. We'll check out the data real quick that we got, and then we will see about crafting ourselves a little habitat. Thankfully, we are far enough away from the ship. I'm assuming that once it explodes, the radiation, like, pops up in like a little area around it, like a pre-designated area, and I'm assuming that where we spawned is out of that, like, where I'm assuming we're safe, basically. That could be a terrible mistake, but also I don't know if you guys noticed that, but and I'm not sure if this is a new animation or not. He kind of like slides down the ladder. I really didn't come in through the top that much, but you can see he just kind of slides down a little bit. I thought that was kind of neat. Anyways, let's go ahead and make some titanium and get some stuff going on. I also wanted to make a flashlight so I could explore at night a little bit better, so we needed a battery for that. So let's go ahead and make our battery. And I believe for the flashlight we needed some silicone rubber. We need one piece of rubber. Let's go ahead and get that made, and we'll get our flashlight up, and that'll make me feel a little bit better, a little safer. False sense of security, of course. But we'll make one of these guys. Now we can actually see at night. Man, it'd be great if we could have some charge fins right now too. Ooh, that would be lovely. Put that guy right there. We still have some scrap metal and stuff to take care of, so we'll take care of that, and then we will pull out our little fabricator tool or builder tool and go from there. I love that stuff actually has a 3D model now. It makes me happy. Excuse me? Just like, I don't know what you were doing, but it was weird and I don't like it. Alright, we're a little thirsty, a little hungry. I did end up drinking that water. We have a ton of materials right now. So let's go ahead and put this guy, I guess, right here. We shouldn't really need our scanner. Oh yeah, and let's check out our PDA real quick too. So we got this guy over here. We got air sacs. Let's check these guys out. Semi-permeable membrane. Body consists of an oxygen and water-filled semi-permeable membrane. No oral cavity detected. Membrane may filter plant matter from the water. Open-ended vascular tubing can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low velocity guided propulsion. No fins identified. Mostly oblivious to threats, its only identified defense mechanism is its 95% cartilage. Assessment. Membrane may have applications as a natural water filter. Garyfish we've checked out. This is the gasopod, a slow-moving life form capable of filling the water with a poisonous and corrosive compound capable of dissolving even synthetic fibers. Algae gland, a bulbous sac-like appendage on the rear end, a species of luminescent yellow algae, grows inside the sac and produces the poisonous compound. Abdominal muscles contract when the creature is frightened, causing the gland to emit the noxious compound into the surrounding water. Multiple gill layers appear to render this creature impervious to the noxious clouds it produces. Assessment of void. Whole fish. Coloration suggests adaptation for cave environments. Bored out tail fin. By manipulating the size and shape of the hole in its tail, it can perform unpredictable maneuvers. Smaller than most other herbivores, presumably due to lack of vegetation in low-light environments, shows little fear of predators. Edible, reliable cave food. Peeper. Managed to get one of these guys too. They have a little beak. I never really noticed that. Overdeveloped side-mounted eyes, well adapted to recognize and flee its many predators, also rich in protein. Powerful tail fin, narrow dorsal fins. Reliance on visually identifying predators may leave it vulnerable to low-light environments, or in low light. Assessment, edible and substantial if you can catch it. What else did we check out? The stalker. A streamlined predator with developed intelligence and strength, found in the kelp forests, and weight of prey, leaving the safety of the shallows. Retinal layer suggests adaptation for nighttime hunting. Neural pathways indicate innate ability for reward-based learning. Evolutionary explanation unclear at this time. Attracted to metals. Will fight fiercely over its hoard. No explanation available for this behavior. Further research required. Evolutionary profile fits natural predator of the peeper. Coerce or avoid. Now, you can move it around with the metal. Oh, and there's even a little threat level thingy up here. You can move it around with the metal. You can drop some and he'll come and bite it. And that's actually how you get stalker teeth. They're actually showing it right there, stalker teeth. So we're going to have to play with them a little bit. Brain coral I actually scanned. Permanent growing colony of microscopic organisms. Filters carbon dioxide from the environment. It's how you get water when you're down there. Let's go build stuff. Our character's getting hungry and thirsty. The whole time I'm reading that. And I'm just talking about stuff. I guess we'll build right here. This is a nice little flat area. Let's go and pull out our tool, right click it, and I just want a little multi-purpose room, basically. That's all I want, a multi-purpose room. Do we want a foundation first? It says build first, plus 2 HP. That would make sense. This would crush with that one. So we'll build a foundation, get a huge lag spike, and I don't want to ruin the wildlife that's here, so I kind of just want to build on this section over here. So we'll put you like right... maybe over here. This is a good spot. We'll put you right here. There we go. 3 titanium coming on in. Excellent. And now we'll get... I guess we could have multiple hatches if we want. Let's get some air. Lots of peepers around. I hope he doesn't come mess with our house once it's built. I actually don't know if he can hurt it, but I would imagine he could. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Where are we at? So we're right here. Multi-purpose room. Now, I don't like that this doesn't build in the middle. It feels wrong to me that this doesn't build in the middle. But I'm going to build it right here in the corner just because I think it looks pretty neat. And we are going to need power before we can actually do anything in here. So let's see what we need for power. Titanium and quartz to get a solar panel up. Excellent. Now, I don't think you can rotate these. I'm pretty sure you can't rotate anything in this game. Maybe if I click... no, that cancels it. Left click just builds it. Alright, well that's still disappointing. But this should be close enough to the surface that it still gets some light. So I'm just going to kind of put it right there, I guess. See how that treats us? Now we have a little bit of power from there, or for there rather. I guess that was the sound of it powering on. And the little computer lady said something in there, so now we can build a hatch, which we need glass for, and we have enough quartz to make some glass. I also found some salt, so we need some green coral, if I'm not mistaken, to make some bleach, and then we can make some water. Green coral right here. I don't think I need to scan these. Oh yeah, I guess... nope. What am I scanning? Yeah. Alright, so coral samples. Take you two. Because we're really thirsty. And if I can catch you, I'm gonna eat you. If I can catch you, I'm gonna eat you. And distraction. No, yes. Use our little air bladder to pop up to the surface. There we go. That thing's super handy. I'm kind of upset that I never built one in the beginning. Alright, let's go ahead and let's have lunch first. So we can make some bleach, I believe, with salt and the coral. And then with that, we can come down here and make some disinfectant water, which will give us a lot more water than this little guy will. But we still need more water, so we're going to use him too. And cook food. Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death. Chemically cook small organisms while removing the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption. That's invasive. There we go. Full up. Delicious. Now let's go ahead and make... it said we needed glass, if I'm not mistaken. Let's make a little bit more glass. And I'm trying to conserve the silicon right now just because... Well, I'm trying to build as much as I can without having to go back out there. So if we have to make a couple trips back in here, I apologize, but I am okay with that. So let's go over here. And we'll probably move our pod. I'll do it off camera, but I'll push the pod over here, like maybe... I don't know, just behind it or directly above it or something like that. Hatch time. We need a hatch. That guy over there is probably going to be annoying. He generally stays over there, but let's get our hatch. I kind of want our hatch in the open ocean over here. But on top of this might not necessarily look too bad. It'll look like it has some support structure at least. We can probably just build multiple hatches. I could make another piece of glass and then go from there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We made it. We're inside. Hooray! We have 50 power, which isn't a lot, but we do have enough to make a fabricator. If we're going to put another hatch there, then we're going to need to do some reinforcing. Which takes... I don't think we can reinforce, actually, at the moment. Here. It takes lithium. So we're not going to be able to get that yet. So we're probably not going to do much in the way of glass. But we'll get a hatch. It's minus 1 HP, so I guess we can't really afford to. How did I even get windows on this? This is minus 1 HP as well. And this is also minus HP. We're only at 2, so now we're at 0.75. I don't know that... I don't know how I did it before. Maybe they changed their system. We'll get a fabricator up. We'll put one right here on this wall. I like to try to put it right in the middle, like maybe there. And then we'll get, if we can, some small lockers up on the walls. We can. Put this guy like right there. Excellent. And now we almost don't even need that pod up there. Put a wall locker right here as well. Maybe there. Yes, it is that important to me. Excellent. And for those of you that don't know, you can actually, if you go over here, let me put my tool up, you can edit the label, and while you're changing the name, like if I want to change this to minerals, if I want to change the color, I can click this little bottom right light, and it'll actually change the color of the text. There we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. And then you just right click to cancel out. And I think I like to do this as components. There we go. So using this is going to take the power. The thing about the pod is it regenerates. This will regenerate thanks to the power we have on the outside. But you do need to make sure you connect up a power source. Those batteries in the pod just always recharge themselves, and you have a little bit more energy to play with. I really wish we could get some lithium. Can we not crouch in this game? It's weird. I would have liked to have looked outside. But I don't think we can actually build much else right now. I have enough titanium to do stuff. But maybe if I build a foundation attached to this one, it'll just add to the whole thing, perhaps? That could work. Observatory, multi-purpose room. everything just reduces HP, so eventually we're going to need to get lithium. Lithium's pretty far away, so I'm going to want to get a sea glide. Appliances, wall locker, sign, picture frame, bench. Conserve energy when resting. Oh, that's pretty good, I guess, if you just AFK on a bench instead of pausing it. Why wouldn't you pause the game? Aquarium, if you want to catch fish and store them for later, which is something I recommend doing. But other than that, I think we can't even build the fragment. Well, I guess there is no fragment analyzer anymore. So I guess we got to discover some stuff. Let's open up our PDA. Blueprints. So we did get the Seamoth blueprint finished. I don't see it anywhere on here. Oh, there it is right there. We did get that finished. We need to build this, which is going to take a lot of stuff. Titanium takes steel and something else, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's steel and lithium. No, maybe that's plasteel. Titanium ingot takes 4 steel. That's right. Or no, it takes 10. I'm sorry. Wow, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Well, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and pop out here, I suppose. Pop up. We'll check the sky real quick. I'm probably going to go do a bit of gathering, and I won't bore you guys with the gathering. I can already tell you nothing interesting is going to happen. I'm going to use our little flashlight. I'm going to be sad at how quickly the battery degrades it, but at least we have a flashlight. Actually, it's going pretty well. Yeah, so I'm going to gather some stuff, and whenever we do any more building or crafting, I will be sure to bring you guys back. So I will see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty guys, it has been quite some time, and I did a decent amount of scavenging. I ended up getting up a few more lockers. These big lockers right here, I believe they're actually larger than they were before. They're actually pretty big. You can see we have all this space over here, and the regular lockers on the wall have just this little bit of space over here. So yeah, I figured just, you know, for looks and also for extra storage, we put that there. We're going to use this as our equipment locker just because the equipment can take up quite a bit of space, just because the tanks and stuff, they're more than just one block each. Speaking of tanks, I got us an extra tank, and I think now it is time for us to go check out the reef, or the kelp forest rather. So we're going to swim out here. It is now daytime. We're pretty topped up on food and water. We did take a bit of damage. I did find a, I think it's called a crasher. The really grumpy explodey fish that make the sort of rubbery sound that I told you guys to watch out for. I found one of those, got too close. He was in a nice little cave system, and well, you guys, I'm sure you can imagine what happened next. But we're on the hunt for fragments. Basically, I want to try to get some stuff. I want a sea glide particularly. I'm not sure how to get one now, unless we have to build it at the vehicle bay, which would kind of make sense. I mean, it is a vehicle. We're gonna grab some titanium. We're actually pretty well stocked on titanium. I even managed to make 2 ingots, so we're doing pretty well on titanium. So I'm gonna leave most of the scrap metal down here for the stalker fish, and hope that none of them find me. That goes down really far. Ooh. Go ahead and punch this. Now, our knife does have durability, which is why I'm not using it to break this stuff. If you use your knife, it'll break it instantly, but it does have some durability. That keeps going. We're going to get some more air. Silver ore discovered. Silver is used in fabrication of computer chips. It is an essential component of the radiation suit and habitat builder. Nice. Maybe we just didn't have the components discovered or something like that. Maybe that's what's going on. Are we swimming slower because that's filled up? Do I swim faster now? Not really. He didn't even drop a tooth for me. What a big jerk. We'll keep that filled up. We'll just put it away. We'll have our knife out for right now and hope that we can hear whatever's coming. I don't necessarily want to go all the way down here, but we will have a look. Looking for fragments, so I guess it'll help. There's blood over here. Are there those little... Look at those guys. Wow. That is rude. Those little pod sack looking things back there are what I'm talking about. They open up if you don't know, and there's a fish inside. He's rude and suicidal. Mostly rude. But the suicidal part you shouldn't overlook. Research some stuff as we go. Nothing else down here. No fragments or anything. That's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for some fragments. Hopefully that stalkerfish doesn't get really grumpy with us. Can we scan it? No.
Warning. 30
Zoom up to the
seconds
top.
of
There he is over
oxygen
there.
remaining.
I believe in the Kelp Forest is where you found the stasis rifle before, which is what I want. We really need the stasis rifle and the Sea Glide, and then I'll mostly feel comfortable going towards the Aurora. But we have to get the radiation suit first, so I guess that's kind of a moot point right now. Some quartz, we'll have that quartz though. I'm surprised we haven't seen any, or at least I haven't seen any fragments yet. I don't know if you guys have and you're yelling at me. I appreciate it. I do. That guy's got a ton of steel down there. Oh my goodness. I did manage to get a few stalker teeth. I was just kind of watching him play and noticed he dropped a couple, so... Oh, there's one right there. Oh, there's another one right there. He's probably gonna get mad. Looks like I put those there for the Tooth Fairy. We have those down here. I'm like watching that one. There's probably like 4 more behind me, just kind of like looking like, turn around, I dare you. I dare you. I'm so glad I made this extra tank. So much nicer, not really having to worry about much. I don't remember this place being this large. Oh, and I did move the pod, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Probably not, because I don't think I looked up, but I did move the pod all the way up to the top. Ooh, hey, I feel slightly safer now. I moved it all the way up to the top of our base. I mean, it said avoid, but it didn't say nothing about using those as like little meat shield guys. Is that a fragment? No, that's just sand. It sounded really grumpy. Inventory's still doing okay. I wanted to bring you guys with me while I was doing this so we could check out, just to see how good the game looks with the new shadows and the lighting and stuff. I think it looks really good. The pop-in seems like it's still there or slightly worse. You're grumpy. I remember you as being grumpy. In fact, I hate you. Are there more of these stalker fish than there should be? There's certainly more than I remember. Probably not more than there should be. I'm just here for a fragment though, guys. That's really all I want. It's just a fragment. I kind of like the old system better, but that's probably because it was a little bit easier on you. Where you found a fragment, and the more you found, the quicker it would research, but you could just use one fragment and you'd still be okay. We'll go check out that area. That looks like the red area. I saw a little, I think I call them mud bugs, sand bugs, something like that. They're, in my experience, relatively not friendly, but kind of neutral. Where's our home? We went really far. Here's some salt. That'll be good for making bleach. But yeah, I've never really been attacked by one of these guys. They're pretty slow. And they seem to only go for little fish. We'll try to get one. I've never actually had to fight one. Sand shark. Okay, he's mad at me now. I've never actually gotten close to one before. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, did we get it? Did we get it? Okay. Yeah, I've never actually gotten that close to one before. So fair enough. Fair enough. But they like to burrow in the sand and kind of hang out and pop out. Although I'm sure most of you watching this watch my other one and probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Seriously though, I would enjoy a fragment or possibly even some silver. That looks like a fragment right there actually. And possibly maybe even some silver. He's coming back. He's probably upset at me. I'll have to watch out for those little shrimp guys too. That's just limestone. That's kind of disappointing. Propulsion cannon. Not really what I was hoping for. We have these little spadefish guys. We can scan one of those, take one back for lunch. Come back. We need 3 more of those. Not these, but... Ow. 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 It's you. I hate you. I hate you so much, little fish. They're everywhere, and they come out of the grass and you can't see where they're coming from, and they surround you, and they only take one hit to kill, but like they swarm. That's their thing, they swarm. But at least we're getting a lot of salt. The salt's gonna help, because we'll be able to make bleach, which will let us have better water. And also first aid kits. First aid kit is some bleach and 2 pieces of creepvine cluster.
Warning, 30 seconds
All of this
of oxygen
looks
remaining.
unfamiliar to me. Like, really unfamiliar to me. I mostly want some silver before we leave. I know our oxygen's really low as well. Some gold. We'll get you.
Emergency.
Go up, there's
10
some silver.
seconds of oxygen remaining.
All of this is going to be really important. We're going to need tons of gold and silver. I was cutting it a little close though. Huh? It was. It was pretty close. Yeah, all of this looks really unfamiliar to me. I don't actually remember being in this spot, but hey, that's good. I played this game. I think I built everything. I checked out every biome, and I can still find areas that look newish to me. So that's always good. You want some? I wanted some. This is my house. It's not my house, it's your house. You can keep it. I'm just visiting. I'm rummaging around through your cabinets and stuff. I'm looking through your pantry like a nosy house guest. Hello. Please don't make ow. That little bit of lag. Just that small little tiny bit of lag. Yeah, I seriously have no idea where we are. And I'm upset that there's so much titanium out here. It's just sand. Bags still aren't super full. Like, go away. That guy. Just, there's a fragment. Maybe that's another propulsion cannon. Maybe we'll be able to find enough of them. Terraformer fragments. I never really used that much. I used it a little bit in creative, and I don't know. I like building with the terrain, not, I guess, against the terrain. I don't like deforming it too much. I say that where in like all of my other building games we're doing huge terraforming projects,
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
we're not gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We might black out a little bit, but we're gonna make it. I'm getting kind of froggy, I guess. We'll go back down here one more time, and then we'll probably swim back to our little area. I want to get this fragment, and then that'll wrap up the episode, I think. It'll be dark, too. Look at that turning radius. Are you dead? You are now. You guys don't sleep, do you? There's some sandstone. I guess it wants me to scan the sandstone. These guys right here. The Reginald fish is my favorite fish in like the entire game. See, those guys, they don't really mind you too much. As long as you leave them alone for the most part, they're pretty okay with you. In fact, we're gonna take. Oh no, we have the other fish that we can eat. So we'll take these guys back for lunch. There he goes, burrowing now. I see you though. That's the problem. And the problem is I want to get there. Now I don't know if these guys are gonna get more aggressive at night. Maybe we should just go. Can't really tell where he is.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
We'll get this fragment, and then we'll go. Sounds pretty reasonable, I think. We'll stop off. We'll grab some creepvine clusters in the kelp forest. Make ourselves a first aid kit. Have ourselves some food, although I think we need a little bit of water. We should have enough salt to make, or to get... Man, it's dark. To get some water. Some better water than the little bladderfish water. There we go. That's all we need. And we'll swim the surface, I guess. because it's all night vision-y and pixely down there. I hope the game's not too dark. Let me know if the game's too dark. I don't even know if you guys made it this far in the episode, but let me know if the game's too dark. I know YouTube loves to darken things up a little bit, and I haven't actually changed any brightness settings. This is all just with the new update where they did the new water and the skybox and stuff. So they just the game got darker. I mean, if you guys remember the patch notes I read off, it said what did it say? It said pitch black nights. It wasn't joking. They really weren't joking. I hope we're not being followed by anything. Hopefully we'll be able to get a one of the little vehicle bays soon and get either a sea moth or a sea glide sort of thing going on. That way we can get around a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Because this swimming, I don't know. It took me a long time to actually make the. If you come hack these, I don't think they break, but they do at least give you one per swing, so you don't have to sit there and like break a bunch of coral up. It took me a long time to actually make a sea moth or a sea glide in my first series. Granted, I was just kind of learning about the game. It took me a really long time to find that crimson area, but I was having fun exploring, trying to figure things out. They usually don't like being swiped, so if you can get them once, they usually leave you alone. But yeah, after having played with all the toys, not having them, it's not super great. It's not super fun. Let's go ahead and make a couple things of bleach. There we go. We'll make ourselves our med kit real quick. We'll make ourselves some disinfected water real quick. That'll give us 40 water. That'll be pretty good. Cook food. We do have the spade fish that we can eat. We probably don't need 3 of them. I think I grabbed 3 of them. I don't remember. I didn't. Excellent. Excellent. So we'll nom down on these guys real quick. We'll have our water. We'll have our med kits. And we're pretty good to go. We have a good amount of resources. Minerals we'll put over here. We got some silver. I actually got a decent amount of silver. 3 pieces of silver. Got a piece of gold. Some more quartz and copper. That storage is full now. Take this out. Put this in. Yeah, we're doing pretty well on resources. So hopefully we'll be able to craft some good stuff in the next episode. Coral samples we'll put in there, and salt we'll put in there for right now, as well as the stalker teeth. I really want to. I mean, I don't really need to expand past a little one bubble room. There honestly is no point in this game. You'll eventually need the little sea moth moon pool type thing, but past that, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of. I'm looking forward to when they add more stuff, basically, to fill the home with. Whether it's just fluff stuff like this bench that probably won't ever really get used. I did test it for a little while when I AFK'd. I sat down on it, and my resources, they either didn't drain or they drained so slowly that I didn't notice anything. But yeah, if they just, the hydroponics will be nice. Just filling it up with more stuff is really. I like filling places with stuff, guys. I do. I really do. So yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up. I don't remember what I said we do once we get back to base, past making the med kit and some food. So yeah, I guess in the next episode we'll see what we can craft with the resources we just got, and we'll see what else we need and see what we need to get the vehicle bay up. Hopefully we'll get that up next episode. So that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. As always, thanks for watching and have a good one.